right.
At the recommendation of our city attorney, who wanted to ensure a paper trail in documenting the forgiveness of this loan and making sure that it was noted, you know, a couple of the various reasons that you all did. It's for the public, there's a public purpose to it. You're unlikely to collect the loan, everything like that. So she just wanted something a little bit more formal so that if there are any residents who inquire about why you all chose to do this, because at the start of the loan, it was not originally issued as a forgivable loan, but you did indeed forgive it. So she wanted to make sure there was a good paper trail for residents as well as for our auditors. And so that's why she came up with this resolution with the input of Susie as well, to make sure that we're on solid ground if we should get any questions or inquiries. Our city attorney, Pam Whitmore.
Oh, okay. Favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Different discussion about what could be done in this situation. So in consulting with the city attorney, there are a couple of different courses of action. Of course, you could pursue nothing. Of course, no action is indeed an action. Your two legal courses of action are conciliation court. That is the cheaper option. The forms are online. The city attorney could assist us in filling out the forms, but it's really pursued by the city representative. You can only get up to $15,000 back. So that's not the total amount of the loan, but it's up there. If you all would like to pursue a judgment for the full amount, it would be working with the city attorney, Pam Whitmore, or you could hire a different attorney as well to pursue it in district court.
The district?
Then, you know, the challenge is obviously finding her property she owns. She is currently listed, if you look online, she's currently listed as an English teacher on the Kelleher. Her current location, I don't know how often that website is updated, but I just found her on that website this week. The city attorney, understanding if we do believe she is at this location, then she recommends pursuing an action in district court. Since we do have a location for her, we could get a judgment and a petition to garnish wages. That's obviously, it's not necessarily your cheapest option. Conciliation court is your cheapest option. And it just kind of boils down to what you all would like to see happen, if you're just ready to wash your hands completely of this, or if you'd like there to be some legal recourse.
Was there any?
So, legal questions, the forms are online, so basically looking at, it's understood, like, you don't have to go with the city attorney. If you would like to go with a different attorney, and compare rates and things like that, you could. So that's why I wanted to provide kind of a broad range of $10,000 to $15,000 in legal fees, because lawyers, depending upon the lawyer you get, they charge a lot of different amounts per hour.
Um,
Is confident in district court. She does say it can be a lengthy process, but she does feel confident that we could get a judgment. The status, again, how often they update or anything like that. But that's our.
The way it'd be nice to stop her from doing this.
then the chances of recovery are obviously less.
Go back. No.
Stacy.
It's also known as small claims court. I did a little bit of research on conciliation court. It's, their cases would be heard without like having a lawyer involved. It would be a designated city representative appearing in court to go through these forms and speak with a judge. Its basic purpose is to help people recover relatively small sums of money. So you can recover up to, the limit is $15,000. So the cost of filing in conciliation court is pretty low as opposed to filing in other situations. Expenses such as like the time lost when you're showing up in court and stuff like that, that's not recoverable. But, you know, I think it's, the other thing they mentioned was delays occur frequently for various reasons, so it could be a fairly lengthy process. other options too, so we wouldn't be proceeding for the district court thing right now unless you all approved the lawyer and those fees. Your fees if successful, and then ensure that the former building owner won't be involved in any way, shape, or form. That's exactly what you said, yes, just summarizing.
So it's not that we're gonna file.
Very productive technically.
Yeah. We wouldn't move ahead with it probably until we get this information.
Yes, so as I understand the motion on the table is the EDA has the intent legal costs and ensuring the former owner of the building won't be involved. In my notes that Chuck made that motion. Does anyone remember who seconded it?
George.
Thanks, George.
Discussion? From the draft that was sent out first? No. Because I thought.
That memo detailing the options that we just talked about.
Do we have any?
Yeah, so I put up the statute so it is a statute that says, it's statute 469 .096, officers' duties, organizational matters. They do mention an authority shall elect president, vice president, a treasurer, a secretary, and an assistant treasurer. The authority shall elect the president, treasurer, and secretary annually. A commissioner must not serve as president and vice president at the same time. The other offices may be held by the same commissioner. The offices of secretary and assistant treasurer need not be held by a commissioner. So as I understand it, the secretary is Susie Lang. The assistant treasurer would be the city's finance director, Sean Hansen. And then the treasurer, in the statute, the duties of the treasurer are shall receive and is responsible for authority money, is responsible for all acts of the assistant treasurer, shall disperse authority money by check only, shall keep an account of the source of all receipts and the nature, purpose, and authority of all disbursements, and shall file the authority's detailed financial statement with its secretary at least once a year at times set by the authority. So the treasurer position, it sounds like whoever holds the vice president position could also technically be the treasurer. They could be the same person. They would work very closely in tandem with the finance director to ensure that everything was there. It's always, I would also say it's always nice to have a second set of eyes on things. So look at this as more of a check and additional guidance. The assistant treasurer would be doing the role that has always been handled by the finance director for the EDA. But this treasurer would be a nice set of additional eyes on things.
So.
Commissioner.
payment of money is direct. Yes,
Article 6, sorry.
yeah, articles. But I don't.
There's a very extensive state statute on EDAs and HRAs.
So if we try to. With it.
That should probably, seek a little bit extra guidance. Do all positions have to be filled at every time? Because technically, no, you guys are you're my only full board. I was gonna say, other boards are empty, so you could kind of be like, well, that chair does it, so.
Now we're aware, so.
It this way for so long, we didn't know we should have been doing it this way. And it does open the door to more questions. So to clarify direction from you all, we're looking at Article 6 under Finance and Administration, getting kind of questions, checking on 2A, which is all orders and checks, be signed by the President and Treasurer, inquiring if that's a statutory requirement, because it's not currently done, and how to handle that. And then you all are clear on the responsibilities of the treasurer, but we'd like some clarification if does that position need to be filled first off? And if it does need to be filled, could a staff member be elected to the EDA commission to fill that? I would say then you might have to then adjust your numbers. Because right now, EDA is capped at 7. So if you're trying to add another member to fill the treasurer, we would have to look at that as well. That has say that I know you've probably been doing this, but you definitely are the assistant treasurer of the EDA. I let him know that it was just a fun new thing to update his LinkedIn profile and that there was no financial compensation for holding that new fun.
Where the treasurer doesn't.
Not be held by a commissioner. So that's where you get
So that's why
our EDA director, Susie Lang, serving as your secretary, and assistant treasurer can be the city's finance director, because those don't have to be held by a commissioner. This does say that the assistant treasurer has the power to we have a way in place to capture the
Oh, yeah.
signature of the president, things like that.
Right, that's it.
There are 5 listed response duties of the treasurer. So I can confirm that those all line up with what is captured under Article 4, Section
Number 5.
5. Thanks for having, we're happy to inquire more about.
These are strong questions.
artwork that is in Dowling Square actually is not owned by the city anymore. It's owned by the new building owner. So, you know, there's a building owner to the north and to the south. Those walls that border Dowling Square are not the city's. We don't actually get, we can work with the property owner, certainly, but the property owner gets the final yay, nay vote on what to put on those walls. And then we'll for maintaining the planter.
Oh,
You would just be providing the financial commitment to
Oh.
cover the cost of plants.
okay,
So our public works team would be responsible for watering and caring and planting the plants and everything like that. It would just be helping the city to cover the costs of planting. Every 2 weeks. In conjunction with everybody's talking about the excitement of downtown, we do have a new downtown business. Third, we had the Olivia Floral and Garden Spring Vendor Festival. Hounds and Honey was open, Enchanted, Discover Nutrition. So the chamber did a really great job organizing all of those small local businesses, and it was a really exciting day to be here.
Max, we're gonna break ground.
So that was another thing on my report. That's a great segue. So Bex will actually be meeting with the city council on June 3rd to provide an update on their site plans, as well as update the city council to request what they might need from the city. So don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse, but that's the next Bex update will be after the meeting on June 3rd. We are still working with their legal representation to come to a good agreement. Pool that was organized by the chamber, along with several other local businesses. There were about 120 Bold students who attended, so that was really exciting to see. And then the city of Lydia is also hiring. We have a public works position open, as well as we're looking for a summer intern to work here at the city over the summer in City Hall to help us with resident phone calls when residents come in, as well as to help us with Corn Capital Days. So if you know of anybody who's interested, please direct them on or Jasmine. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's a lot of responsibility.
yeah, that's very important.